The origins of snooker date back to the late 18th century, when British Army officer Lieutenant Neville Francis Fitzgerald Chamberlain invented the game in 1875. Chamberlain, stationed in the Indian town of Jubbulpore, created snooker as a variation of black pool, incorporating coloured balls and challenging rules that quickly captivated his fellow soldiers. As the soldiers returned home, they brought snooker with them, introducing it to their comrades and friends. The game spread rapidly throughout the UK, with the first official rules being drafted in 1884. Snooker became a staple in billiard halls and gentlemen's clubs, providing entertainment for enthusiasts and professionals alike. As the game continued to gain popularity, the need for standardized rules became apparent. In 1882, Chamberlain finalized the first set of official rules for snooker, providing a framework for players to compete fairly.
Red balls that are set for a plant. Now this is the way the shot is made, making a cannon.
And then, of course, you proceed to make the cannon, all done by kindness and a few years of experience.
The word snooker itself was initially a slang term used in the British Army to describe new recruits, but Chamberlain adopted it to describe a young officer's poor performance at the table. The Billiards and Snooker Control Council was later formed in 1919 to oversee the game and ensure that the rules were consistently applied. With the governing body in place, the sport was ready to take its next big step. This led to the organization of the first official World Snooker Championship. The first World Snooker Championship was held in 1927 at the Campkins Hall in Birmingham, England. Joe Davis, a legendary player, won the inaugural title, defeating Tom Dennis in the final. Davis would go on to dominate the sport, winning 15 World Championships. The success of the first World Snooker Championship paved the way for future tournaments, and the sport continued to grow in popularity.
Alas, you can't miss those against Joe Davis. You may sit down now, Mr. Pullman, while the master clears the table. The black enables him to concentrate on getting the cue ball back into position. Joe Davis pulls this out of the bag, and it's in the pocket.
As the years passed, new talent emerged, and the 1960s and 1970s saw the emergence of some of snooker's greatest players. John Spencer, known for his smooth technique, won 3 World Championships. Ray Reardon, a dominant force in the 1970s, won 6 World Championships. Alex Higgins, a charismatic player, won 2 World Championships. The popularity of snooker continued to soar, and the 1950s and 1960s are often referred to as snooker's golden age. Television broadcasts brought the sport to a wider audience, making it a household name. Players like John Spencer, Ray Reardon, and Alex Higgins emerged, captivating audiences with their skill and charisma. Their success paved the way for future generations of players, and the sport continued to evolve. The 1980s saw the rise of Steve Davis, who dominated the sport, winning 6 World Championships. Davis's consistent play and strategic approach raised the bar for professional players. He became known as the Nugget and was one of the most successful players of his generation. Davis's success was followed by that of Stephen Hendry, a Scottish player who won 7 World Championships in the 1990s. Hendry's aggressive playing style and exceptional safety play made him nearly unbeatable. He became one of the greatest players in snooker history. As Hendry's career drew to a close, a new era of snooker was dawning, one that would see the sport expand globally. Snooker's global expansion was natural as players from Asia, Europe, and beyond began competing at the highest level. The sport became more diverse, with players from different cultures and backgrounds contributing to its growth. This expansion not only increased the sport's global reach, but also brought new talent and playing styles to the table, ensuring that snooker would continue to thrive for years to come. As snooker continued to evolve globally, the equipment used in the game also underwent significant changes. Since its origins in the 19th century, snooker equipment has undergone significant developments. Initially, ivory balls were used until the mid-20th century, when phenolic resin balls were introduced, providing improved durability and consistency. Wooden cues gave way to modern materials like graphite and carbon fiber in the late 20th century, enhancing player performance. Slate bed tables, introduced in the early 20th century, replaced wooden tables, and cloth surfaces evolved to provide a smoother playing experience. These advancements have shaped the game into its modern form.
This with 84.
With the modernization of equipment, the game became more accessible and appealing to a wider range of players. This, in turn, led to the rise of women's snooker. Women's snooker experienced significant growth in the 2000s. Rhiannon Evans and Alison Fisher became pioneers, competing at the highest level and inspiring a new generation of female players.
1. 9. 17.
'Easy, right?
She's called it, and she's got it. Oh, the Duchess of Durham. I'm definitely going to write that one down. I just want to wait and see if she can run these last 3 balls. We're at there to make that 7 ball. Brilliant. Absolutely fantastic.
The 2000s marked the beginning of a new era in snooker. New players emerged, and the sport became more global. The introduction of new tournaments and formats helped revitalize the sport. Ronnie O'Sullivan, a charismatic and talented player, dominated the sport in the 2000s. O'Sullivan's exceptional skill and entertaining playing style made him a fan favorite. 8 of the last 12 World Championships have been won by the greatest player of all time, Ronnie O'Sullivan. His 1000th century was recorded on the 10th of March 2019 in the final of the Players' Championship against Robertson.
Six.
Sharpens you up a bit if you play a shot like that and you think, wow, you know, it's
22. 23.
Judd Trump, a young and talented player, emerged in the 2010s and won the world title in 2019. Trump's aggressive playing style and exceptional potting ability made him a dominant force in the sport.
Yeah, we're hoping for a match between World One. Admire the winning machine that Judd Trump has become, and here he's to be the best player in the world. JV, you got to do it in different ways, haven't you?
Mark Selby, a consistent and strategic player, won multiple titles in the 2010s. Selby's exceptional safety play and ability to adapt to different situations made him a top player. The second greatest player of all time, Mark Selby.
9.
You can always make a decent result out of a bad situation.
70.
Into them because of those 2 reds, because he was bound to finish on one of.
This new generation of players brought a fresh level of competition to the sport, which led to the development of intense rivalries. These rivalries, which included matchups between Ronnie O'Sullivan and John Higgins, Judd Trump and Mark Selby, and Neil Robertson and Sean Murphy, have captivated audiences and pushed the sport to new heights. Snooker has been fueled by intense rivalries throughout its history. The iconic clashes between Alex Higgins and Steve Davis in the 1980s set the tone for future generations. These rivalries have not only defined the sport, but also inspired innovation and excellence. They continue to shape the game, driving players to improve and entertain.
in either centre or corner pocket. Together, and Davis will certainly need
Snooker has experienced significant financial growth over the years, driven by increased sponsorship and prize money. The sport's global popularity has attracted major brands, boosting revenue and player earnings. The World Snooker Tour has seen a substantial rise in prize funds, with top tournaments offering lucrative rewards. Sponsorship deals with prominent companies have further enriched the sport. This financial growth has elevated snooker's status as a professional sport, providing a stable livelihood for players. However, with increased financial stakes, the sport has also faced new challenges. As the sport's profile grew, so did the scrutiny, and snooker has faced numerous controversies, including match-fixing scandals and player misconduct. The 1985 black ball final between Dennis Taylor and Steve Davis sparked debate about the sport's tempo. More recently, incidents involving Ronnie O'Sullivan and other top players have ignited heated discussions. These controversies have brought snooker to the forefront of social media. Snooker's presence on social media has revolutionized the world of snooker, transforming its popularity and global reach. Platforms like Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook have enabled players, promoters, and fans to connect, share, and engage with the sport. Social media has increased snooker's visibility, attracting new fans and providing a platform for players to showcase their skills. Snooker has embraced the digital era, leveraging new technologies to enhance the game. Advanced ball tracking systems and graphics provide immersive viewing experiences. Live streaming and online coverage have also made the sport more accessible. As the sport continues to evolve, iconic venues have played a significant role in shaping its history. The Crucible Theatre is snooker's most famous venue, hosting the World Championship for over 40 years. Other well-known venues include Alexandra Palace and Wembley Conference Centre. These venues have seen many historic moments in snooker. They continue to host big tournaments, allowing players to make new memories. However, behind the glamour of these iconic venues and the thrill of competition, there is a darker side to the sport. In the digital era of snooker, where every shot is scrutinized on social media and online streaming platforms, the pressure to perform has intensified. Players face immense stress, anxiety, and mental health issues, exacerbated by the solitary nature of the sport and the constant travel and competition schedule. Despite the glamour of professional snooker, many players have spoken out about their emotional struggles, highlighting the need for greater support and awareness. As the sport continues to evolve in the digital age, it's setting the stage for players to make their greatest comeback yet. The world of snooker is no stranger to drama and excitement, with incredible comebacks being a hallmark of the sport. One notable example is Dennis Taylor's 1985 World Championship victory, where he came back from 8-0 down to win 18-17.
He's done it. Becomes Embassy World Snooker Champion 1985.
Another remarkable comeback was made by Ronnie O'Sullivan in the 2001 World Championship, where he recovered from 14-7 down to win 18-14.
65.
No mistake. John Hive. But Ronnie O'Sullivan by 18 frames to 14.
These thrilling comebacks showcase the mental toughness and resilience of snooker players. As these legendary players continue to make their greatest comebacks, a new generation of emerging stars is rising through the ranks. Young talents like Zhao Xintong, Yan Bingtao, Bai Yulu, and Luca Bressel are making waves in the snooker world. These players have already shown impressive skills and mental toughness, winning major tournaments and beating seasoned professionals. With their passion, dedication, and natural ability, they are expected to dominate the sport in the years to come. As a result of the efforts of emerging stars and the continued popularity of legendary players, snooker remains a popular sport due to its unique mix of skill, strategy, and mental strength. Fans love watching the game's complexities and nuances. Social media has helped make the sport more accessible, allowing fans to connect with players and watch live matches. Sponsorship and prize money have also increased the sport's popularity. As a result, snooker has become a beloved game around the world. With its enduring popularity, the future of snooker looks bright. That's it for this video. Let us know if you want to see more videos like this in the comments. For more snooker content, click on the screen right now.